What's up, everyone? So this video today is going to be about all the tools we use here at the shop. Hopefully it'll help somebody out if they're looking to have a shop of their own, or just curious about what we use here at the shop, what kind of tools you need, what kind of tools we use every day, specialty tools. I'm going to hopefully explain them to you here. So first things first, your tire changer. All right, get yourself a good tire changer. If you got to start out with one of those, cheap ones because you're on a budget, that's cool too. You got to start somewhere. I started off changing tires with my tire bars, the tire irons here. These two, right there. Yeah, they're made for big rigs, but that's how I started off changing out passenger tires too. I do big rig tires as well. We'll get into that on another video when I have all the stuff on the truck. But yeah, get yourself a tire machine that can handle what we usually handle here are from ATV tires, 10-inch rims, all the way up to 20-inch rims. So we don't get anything bigger than that. We don't get any fancy stuff either. It's usually either just whatever comes originally on the vehicle, or steel rims. That's about it. So on this tire changer we have our lube, and that's just soapy water. Get yourself a good spray bottle. Okay, these things here are the rim protectors. They go on the edge of the rim. Let me show you. I got my rim over here for the tire spreader. Need yourself a tire spreader when repairing tires. We'll get into that. But for this wheel protector, you put it there, and this protects the rim from damage when mounting or demounting them when you're using the bars. And you got these tire irons here that are on the machine. This one came with the machine. This one we bought separate. And put these away. And we only use these right here when they're really nice rims. But like I said, we don't get a lot of nice rims here. So this one came with the machine. It's flexible. Like if you're doing low pro tires, it'll flex a little bit. That's why this one here is a lot better. This Tough Bar. It's got these protectors here. As you can see, this one broke off. This one only lasted maybe 6 tire changes, and then it broke off. But for the most part, all this protects the rim. Doing the low pro tires, we use this side. And we don't scratch up the rim in either way, so this one's worked pretty great. I do need to change this out though. But this one works good because it doesn't bend. It's real stiff, and especially for the low pro tires, this one does a good job. When doing low pro tires, we use both of these, and then show you. We also use this tool. Yeah, I have another video out there showing how we use this tool. But for the most part, to do low pros, we use this tool and these 2 tire irons, because we don't have a tire changer with an assist arm. Our tire changer is basic. It's one of the basic models. Doesn't come with anything special, just your basic tire changer. Okay, get yourself this duck head here. It's nylon. It doesn't break. We have done, since the video I've posted on this little upgrade here, because the original one comes with a steel duck head. Since then, this has been the same one. I do have an extra, but I haven't had a need to change it out. As you can see, it is a little worn, but it really helps not to scratch up customers' wheels. Um, yeah, so for sure, get yourself one of these. Make sure it's the Coates brand, not a knockoff, because I've heard that these do go flying off. They break when doing low pros. Um, but for the most part, we've had a lot of good things to say about this one. What else? So this here, these rim clamp guards, they go here, and they would go on each clamp, and they'll protect when you're clamping from the outside. They'll protect from scratching the rim. But for the most part, I mean, unless the rim is faced downward, like the outside, the nice looking side, the side you're gonna see, you're putting it downward because the drop center is at the bottom, then you would have to use these. But like I said, we usually don't use them. And it doesn't really scratch as long as you get a lot of practice and you know what you're doing. But if you get some really nice wheels, use them. They also have like an upgraded version where you could buy the guards that are already on here. We'll probably get that later on, but for now we don't see the need. Okay, this here, let me show you guys. Let's put these bars back. So for sure, these two bars is just one. And you know what? They also have the socks for these. I don't know, they call them socks, but you could slide this these plastic things in here to protect. Also, I've never used them. Like I said, we just use the Tough Bar here and this, and you take your time, put some lube on the tire and rim, and take your time, and you shouldn't be scratching those rims. But to be on the safe side, you can use those, get those socks as well, those protectors. I haven't used them, so can't really tell if they work, how long it takes for them to break off or whatever. But you could definitely use those. Put this away. So this here is our station for when we're removing tires and installing them. Our TPMS kits are in here. Our sockets are in here. Let me show you guys this side here. So on this side we have our assist, supposedly arm right here. Then we have the hubcap remover and installer, which is collecting dust. We don't really use it. We have our brush here to clean the valve holes when we're replacing the TPMS sensors, the kits. You gotta clean out those valve holes. We have our brush right here, and this brush is for when we're mounting tires on the rims. And this is what we use, the Rema Tip Top Universal Mounting Paste. This is what it looks like. It works really well when doing passenger car tires, light trucks. It makes installing pretty easy. Okay. We got some rags here. When we remove the tires from the rims to clean out the rims, make sure the beads of the rims are nice and clean so they could seat properly. This guard here is for the bead breaker on the machine. So let's show you. This goes here. So when you're breaking the bead, you don't clamp the rim and you don't damage it. What else? Let's open this up. So let me get first into this. We have our socket set here, and this is to protect so when we're removing the lug nuts, it doesn't damage the rim. Okay, our extensions, some valve caps, our the sticky weight remover, so it doesn't damage the rim, doesn't scratch it up. This here comes in really handy. Comes in really handy when customers forget their lock nut keys. So let's say, I think I have a couple in here. Yeah. So you got a lot of these that come, say, stock with the vehicles. A lot of times customers forget where this key is at, or they just lose it. So instead of jamming one of your sockets in there, that'll catch sometimes, that won't catch, get yourself one of these. It comes with different sizes. And this just, with your impact, it just threads in there. Threads into the nut. And then it'll remove it. All right, for sure it'll be damaged, but you know, you could always replace the nut, and then you'll go ahead and you know, add another one. Okay, but as you can see, it has different sizes, and this one comes in really handy because we're usually always using it. Okay, put this guy away real quick. And then these are the aftermarket. When you got those lock nuts, you get at, let's say, the auto stores. So these will usually remove those. Get yourself a set of these. And this one's, I think, Steelman is the brand. It's got, you know, various socket sizes. Alright, and then the stick-on wheel weight remover. Use this a lot. Valve puller for the rubber valves, either TPMS rubber valves or the regular ones. Alright, and then this one here is your valve core torque tool. It torques the valve cores to like 3 inch-pounds. Okay, got another one in there. Got the razor blades. I usually use the razor blades to just to chop off the old rubber valve stems when we're gonna just change them out. Your tread depth gauge, always handy to have to check the tread on the tire. Let's see if I can get a good shot. So you want to see how much tread this tire has. That's what this is for. So this one has around 830 seconds tread left, which is good. Okay, some used tires. We sell a lot of new tires here, but you know, we do have used tires. These are the big rig tires. Some of the old big rig tires that we changed out that we need to take to the recycling. All right, let's see. Oh, so check this out. Let me get into, for now that's about it on this. Let me get into the TPMS side of things. So you got your safety glasses and then earplugs. So we got our TPMS toolkit here, and it's got your more or less the basic sizes, torque specs, 65 inch-pounds on this one, and this one has 40. These are for your TPMS nuts. Let's see, I threw them out. I usually put like the trash here, like say the TPMS nuts and seals that we have to throw out, that we change out here. So there goes your nut, TPMS nut, just to give you guys a better understanding of what I'm talking about here. This is the setup. So you got your valve, your TPMS and your valve. This is the ones that are connected together. All right. So these things torque the nuts, which are these here, TPMS nuts. And then you got your these ones here, which will torque the screws. Let's say this valve is detachable from the sensor, and it usually hangs on, clamps on with the screw. And then these are the tools for the screw, 35 and 12. And then you got your valve, another valve core torque tool, your common sockets that you'll need, which is 11. And where did I put the other one? And then this one. So these are the most common ones you'll be using, 11 and 12. Okay. And then this tool here is so you could remove the seals. And also this part here is the part you use to remove the seals. And then this part here is what you use to install the seals. Okay, so that's your TPMS toolkit there. And what we usually use, sorry, I was trying to see who's moving our trash can. And what you usually use is okay guys, so that's your TPMS toolkit. So what you usually use is these tools here. So let's say you have this set up here. This is our TPMS kits that we use. And these kits, you know, come with the nut, they come with the washer, the cap, the valve core, 2 seals depending on which kind of setup you have. We just go on their website and it put the vehicle year, make, model, and then it'll tell us what to use. It'll tell you the torque specs. Let's say this one's at 35. The nut is at 35 torque specs. So we won't use the 65, but we'll use the 40. And even though it's, you know, 5 inch-pounds more, I always like giving a little bit extra. So we've been using this since you know, we've been doing tires. So 35 to 40 is pretty good when it comes to torque specs. You won't break the TPMS sensor or anything. Okay, and then this one says 53. This setup here needs 53 inch-pounds, and we'll use the 65. No biggie. We haven't broke sensors, torquing it up just a little bit more. Yeah, if you want to, you know, do it right at the torque spec, then get yourself a little torque wrench here. And this one goes from, I think, 10 inch-pounds, and this is all in inch-pounds. I think this one goes to 10 inch-pounds to, let's see, 150, 150 inch-pounds. So if there's something, we usually don't use this one. When we do, you know, rarely, but we're usually using these two here. Okay, but it's always, you know, good to have it. Alright, so these are the TPMS kits we use to change out the seals, to change out the washers every time we're installing new tires, or let's say a customer comes in with a valve leak. Then this is what we use. This is the little guides we have. If you're interested, that's the company. I think they changed their name though, not too long ago. But these come in handy. There's the box. Comes in a set of, how many came in here? I think 50. Oh, here it is. Oh, 20. 20. They do go quick, but it's better. I think this is. We have these kits here. Watch. Let me show you guys over here. There's my key. Oh, that's not the key. There it is. So we got these kits here when it comes to TPMS. This on top of here. This is your valve assortment kit. So this is cool to have. Now that we're talking about TPMS, might as well. And it has all the valves here. It has anywhere from Chrysler, Dodge, GM, Ford, Hyundai, Kia. It's got all these valves just in case some come that are broken, that need replacement. For sure, get yourself something like this. For the most part, we've used a couple. Let's say like we used that 2078, the GM, Chrysler, and Ford. We've used those just to replace, the rubber valve stem, but the metal ones we really haven't used many. The ones that come into the shop over here, haven't been that bad, so they don't need replacing. The only thing that needs replacing is usually the TPMS kit that comes with the seal and the nut. Okay, we also got these here. Oops. Okay, cool. And these here are the kits. And these kits are specifically for, let's say, a year, make, and model. Specifically for a certain vehicle. Like, let's say the 6109, specifically for the Honda, Acura, Hyundai, and then the Kia. And if using this kit, you just gotta search it up, but that kit will have it in there. So I like this one, a lot better than these, because these you have to buy, an individual pack. These do come in handy though, but this is what we started off with. As you can see, it's pretty stocked up because we've been using these. Okay, so that's the company if you guys want to search those. Let me go back to the to over here. So in here we have our valve cores, the valve cores for when you're doing balancing beads. It has that little filter. There's the valve cores for the balancing beads, and then these are our extras for the TPMS, the seals, the washers, caps. Okay, in here we have a lot of the valves, rubber valve stems, and the most common one you'll use is the 413, the TR413. This is the most common one you'll be using. Well, in our area, this is the common one, TR413. And yeah, we switch out a lot of these. We also have the 414s, which are a little longer. Let's see. No, these are the 415s, sorry. I have it marked wrong there. But as you can see, it's stocked up. We don't usually use those. These here, 425s, we don't usually use those. The 413s, the older ones, but as you can see, they're lower. So the most common valve stem you'll be probably using is the 413. All right, and this comes from like so you can lift up a Tesla. I found it on the side of the road, so I picked it up. We don't usually do Teslas here, but pretty handy to have. This tool here, when removing sticky weights, there's usually tape left behind. And so, you know, you won't damage the rim or anything. This tool here um, takes off the sticky stuff without damaging the rim. And it's just on a little angle grinder. Okay, what else in here? Let's see. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, we got our balancer here. Everything's pretty close since we got a small shop. We got our tire changer, this setup here. Oh, I gotta show you guys down here. So we got our torque wrench. It goes up to 250 foot-pounds, 1/2 inch. We use this all the time. Definitely don't let customers leave when we're changing out their tires. Definitely don't let them leave until you torque them. Check them once, twice, doesn't matter. Just get those things torqued. We got our 1/2 inch impact Ingersoll Rand. 600 foot-pounds, I believe. Our drill, our bead sealer. We usually don't use this bead sealer on normal tires. We just use them on like ATV. I've used it on ATV tires, smaller little tires. That's about it. But on passenger vehicles, just clean the bead up really good on the rim where the tire is gonna seat, and make sure the bead is clean on the tire, and it should seat good. If it doesn't, then worst case scenario, you use this. Okay, this is called the Hub Buddy. This is to clean the hub. When you remove the wheel and the tire from the vehicle, this is to clean the hub, and it cleans the studs as well. I guess it replaces, instead of cleaning it with the wire brush, you could do it with this. And you use this with the impact. This here is our wheel stud installer kit. I have customers that come in with damaged studs, and this kit, we can install them. Comes in various sizes for trucks and then for passenger vehicles. All kinds of sizes here. This is the instructions. That's where we got it from. Okay, now let's move on to the balancer. You got this balancer here. It's the Coates 1300 2D balancer. What we got here is our setup. This is for steels. I still need to restock, but these are for steels. The clip on for steel rims, passenger cars, and then we got the ones for trucks. Steel rims, trucks. 75. We got our 125s, 125, 50. What we do a lot of steel rims here, as you can see. But we also do a lot of the alloys, and what we use for those are sticky weights. Okay, the majority of the time you're just going to be using these. I usually don't use. We have our setup of clip-on weights, for different kinds of vehicles. But if we could put sticky weights on there, that's what I'm going to be throwing on there, on the front end or on the outside. It doesn't matter. We'll be using these. Okay, and then you got the different sizes of cones to put on your balancer. Okay, and then our wheel weight removal tools and installers. We use this one a lot, and we use this one. Okay, your cleaner to clean off the sticky weight stuff. Let's see. Oh, and your rags to do that. All right, what else here? Your tire spreader for when you're repairing tires. custom made, man. This one's custom made. We just got this here. This is the spreader itself, and then we got this from Home Depot, and then the ram. Just bolted it on. You know, screwed this on here. We added this here. Before I got the welder, I used JB Weld and then some screws. You know, and we installed this light we got from the store. We just put the cable through here all the way through the bottom, and there you go. We got a tire spreader with light. All right. Over here we have our different nuts. These are for big rigs, ones that we use. 33. These here for big rigs. Then we got the one for regular cars. Various type of nuts here. And then we have a little office refrigerator. Your hoses, 1/2 inch, and then 3/8, sorry, and then we have our inch hoses. Sorry, our 3/8 hose, 2 of them, and 1/2 inch, 2 of them. The 1/2 inch we use for big rigs, and then the 3/8 just for the cars, also big rigs. All this stuff is for big rigs. Like I said, I'll show you guys when we put them on the truck. Let's go back over here. So another important thing you'll need, you just have another impact just in case it blows out. The other one blows out. So we have more of these kits here, the TPMS kits, and then we have an assortment of TPMS sensors right here. And these are all blank sensors. Say a customer comes in with a damaged sensor, doesn't work anymore. These are all blank. And to program them, you'll definitely need yourself a good tool that'll program all kinds of sensors. This is our Bartec 400. And this checks if the sensors are good, checks if they're working properly, checks the battery life, program sensors. You could do a relearn if you did, like, let's say a tire rotation. This thing will do the relearn on it, just to make sure the computer knows where the tires are at, where the sensors are at. So check it out here. New TPMS service, resume. Let's go to, I want to show you guys kind of what's up. Let's go to resume TPMS service. And it'll populate the ones you've done in the past. Let's go to the Sienna. Oh crap. So it'll give you the OBD diagnostic, test sensors. You could test the sensors, as I said, relearn or program. Let's say if I were to program, if this Toyota Sienna came in with a messed up sensor. So what we would do first, say they had a problem, is test it, and then it'll tell you, like, so let's say this one on the Sienna, it was messed up on the driver's side, front driver's side, and then the rear driver's side. So we changed out those two sensors. Okay, but it'll tell you test front left, and then you'll go front right, that sensor was good, and then rear right, that sensor was good, and then this one, it says that it didn't get anything, so we probably changed out that sensor too. I forgot what we did to this Sienna, but it looks like both sensors are bad. And then you could relearn. They'll tell you here what to do. Inflate tires to placard if it's equipped with second main. And they'll tell you to connect the tool to the vehicle through the OBD port. Got your connection here. And then let's say you would push enter. And then it'll tell you to start activating these sensors. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't show you the... Let's show you the program sensors. Say it came in with the messed up sensor, and these are the sensors that it can handle. Bartek, Schrader, the Alligator, that's the ones I have. Okay, so get yourself, you'll need this for sure, some extra sensors, and then for sure a good TPMS tool. All right, what else we got? Oh, your jacks, your floor jacks. We have here 2 tons, which we use the most because they're low pros. And then we got your 3.5 ton for bigger trucks that come in. Jack stands, those are all 3 ton. And then this is the tools we mostly use out there when removing the wheels. So you got your air gauge, your inflator, this one, your socket. Let's see, what size is this one? 3/4, 13/16, and these are the most common ones you're going to be using. This one's 21 and 7/8, and this one's 17/19. So these are the common sockets you'll be using. This here, real handy tool. You put it on your floor jack, and then if you want to lift the vehicle from the side, if it has no frame or whatever, you can lift it up from the side without damaging anything. It's been through some battles, as you can see, but real handy so you won't damage the side of the customer's vehicle. And then for anything bigger, like I said, we have our 22-ton floor jacks, 22-ton bottle jacks, but that's, you know, big rigs. And then your wheel chocks, definitely need a good pair of wheel chocks. Your the cheetah, you definitely need a cheetah, just in case tires don't catch air, and a lot of times they don't. Okay, and then our compressor setup is in the back, but what we use is a 60-gallon air compressor, and it handles all this stuff here. It handles what we need for air, our tire changer, since it's air operated, and then our balancer, well, it runs on 220. Okay, let's see, anything else I missed? Like I said, my tire repair stuff is up in here, but I'll get into that one in the next video, guys, because all my stuff is in there with the big rig stuff. We usually get a call, I put that in the truck, and we're out. But for the most part, those are the tools you're going to be needing. You know, get yourself some tires and all these basic tools here, and you know, you got to start somewhere. So if you guys got any questions on tools that I have here that I've shown you guys about the names or where I got them, or what they're used for, if I didn't explain it you know, good, let me know, and I'll try to help you guys out. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, guys, just wanted to finish the video off real quick. I had some time, so I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys the tire repair stuff. So you need your tire patches. These are the patches I use. These are for passenger vehicles. These are for big rigs. The tire patches we use here. And then the plugs. Quarter-of-an-inch plug. And then the 3/8 for the big rig. These are the plugs there. Vulcanizing cement. And then the liner. Top coat. This is just to finish off the job. I'll make a video of repairing tires. I'll show you guys what that's for. I'll get into that stuff later, but you need your drill, okay, to drill out the injury, and then the vacuum, buffer cleaner, okay, your buffer here with the cup to buff the injury, get it all prepared. These are carbide cutters that we use, a 1/4 inch. This is for cars, passenger vehicles, and then this is for the big rigs, 3/8. Your pliers, okay, the awl to see the angle of the injury, or it also guides you in taking out rocks and stuff, or taking out nails or whatever that's in the tire. Scraper. This is all for tire repair, okay? Your crayons, an extra buffing wheel, just in case this one messes up or it doesn't do the job anymore. Your brush, stitcher, and then the knife to cut off the plugs, the wire inserts. Alright, for the most part, that's about it when it comes to the tire repair stuff. Okay guys, but oh, and then your tire sprayer that I showed you guys earlier. Alright guys, well I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Like I said, on the next one I'm going to do the stuff I have for the truck when I do mobile service for big rigs. Thank you. See you guys.